Saying no. I reckon this is probably the hardest one for me, and I'm sure I'm not alone, because I don't want to miss out on anything. I don't want to miss out on fun, but at the same time, I also want to please people. I want to make sure that I'm not being bad or selfish, because I don't want to be bad and I don't want to be selfish. And, there's a whole sort of new age contingent that says you've got to be selfish, it's got to be about you. And I don't actually believe that. I think that it's about us, it's about community. But I realized that for me, I had to actually make it a little bit more about me now. I mean, I'm a mum and I'm in midlife. So it is a time of recognizing that my resources are lessening. And, this is something that I think we're so afraid to admit because it means we're getting old. Well, guess what? We are. All of us are getting older. And I think our culture of clinging to youth makes us so sick and unhealthy. Getting older doesn't mean that we are getting decrepit. We can still be vital. A friend of mine was talking to me about how she sees getting older as not clinging to youth, not having to be the same, but staying vital. And when we recognize this, when we accept that we are getting older, that means that things are changing. We need to allow ourselves to change. And in doing so, we need to recognize that we have less resources. And so those resources become so much more valuable and precious that we need to really choose where we're placing those resources, what we're using them for. And so, in the background of this is reassessing your values and priorities. And perhaps I'll do another little video on that. But to stick to the topic as much as I can here, saying no needs to be a loving act for yourself and everybody around you. You only have so much energy. It needs to be put into the things that are life-giving. And we need to take care of ourselves. That means taking time to rest, taking time on your own. It means saying no to your kids sometimes when they want to play with you, even though it breaks your heart. It means, for me, one of the hardest ones is saying no to my husband. He doesn't ask for much, but sometimes he often has work dues and industry events to go to. And I mean, I don't even go to those things anymore because I don't want to. And he's okay with that. But he also has a thriving social life, which I really encourage because it's so important for men to connect with other men. But sometimes there'll be weeks where he's out early in the morning and then late at night again and again and again. And something will come up and he'll say, hey, do you mind if I go and do the thing? Which means that I need to take care of the home and our child. And I've had to learn to say no for no good reason, except that I don't have the energy right now. I need to conserve some energy. Geez, that takes so much from me. I always thought that I had to either be sick or that has something on myself in order to be able to say no to him. But now I've learned, as I'm learning to do less and live more, to say, actually, I'm at capacity, so no. Or even better, I'm getting to capacity, so no. And thankfully for me, my husband's so wonderful and intelligent and wise that he's able to also understand this and accept this and honor this. He's a little bit, his needs are different to mine, but he honors my needs as well. But he only does that because I honor them for myself. Anyway, saying no. And I know this is such a hard one for so many people for so many reasons. It generally comes back down to self-worth. And sometimes we need to do some excavation there and some deep healing, but it's possible. And not only is it possible, it's absolutely essential, because when we say no, then our yes means more. And when we say no, we have more juice, more vitality within ourselves, so we can actually enjoy the moments of life that we're in.